First of all, I'm not dating Kevin Costner. I've known Kevin Costner for probably 30 years, and I think if we haven't dated so far, we're probably not going to.
What jaw-dropping revelation has Sharon Stone just made at 66 that's sending shockwaves everywhere? In a bold moment, she finally addresses the rumors head-on, and the truth is more shocking than you think. Speculation has been swirling for years. What is she confirming now? You won't want to miss this. Watch now to uncover the full story. Shadows of Childhood. In the quiet town of Meadville, Pennsylvania, on March 10, 1958, Sharon Von Stone entered the world as the second of 4 children to Dorothy, an accountant and homemaker, and Joseph Stone, a tool and die manufacturer. Life in Meadville was simple, yet it was filled with challenges that shaped Sharon into the resilient and determined individual she would become. From a young age, Sharon's intelligence set her apart. She was a highly gifted child, learning to walk and talk before she was even a year old. By the time she entered school, it was clear she had an exceptional mind. She was often lost in books, preferring the company of literature over childhood games. Her IQ of 154 made her stand out, but instead of admiration, it led to isolation. Other children found her intimidating, and she struggled to fit in. In spite of her sharp mind, home life wasn't always easy. Her family lived modestly, and with 4 children to raise, money was often tight. Her father, a hard-working man, labored in a factory, while her mother took on multiple roles to help keep the family afloat. Sharon witnessed firsthand the weight of financial strain on her parents, which instilled in her a deep sense of independence from an early age. However, financial hardship was far from the most difficult part of her upbringing. Sharon's childhood was marred by a dark and painful secret, one she would only publicly confront decades later. She suffered abuse at the hands of her maternal grandfather, an experience that left deep emotional scars. The trauma was so severe that she blocked much of it from her memory until, during therapy as an adult, the painful truth resurfaced. In her memoir, The Beauty of Living Twice, she revealed how her grandfather not only abused her, but also threatened to kill her constantly. Even though she shared a room with her sister Kelly, the trauma created a distance between them. She felt utterly alone, unable to share her pain or seek comfort in those around her. For years, she carried the weight of this suffering in silence. But her grandfather's death marked a turning point. In The Beauty of Living Twice, she recalled how, at his funeral, her grandmother locked the door and allowed her and Kelly to watch as his body lay lifeless. It was a chilling moment, one that, in a strange way, signified the end of a horrific chapter in her life. But even as one darkness lifted, another remained, her complicated relationship with her father. Joseph Stone was a strict and often temperamental man. He had high expectations for his children, and his quick temper often manifested in beatings. For Sharon, this added another layer of hardship to an already painful childhood. But one day, at just 14 years old, she stood up to him. Confronting him directly, she defiantly asked, "What's the matter? Do you need to hit me some more to feel like a man?" Her words struck a nerve. In that moment, something shifted in him. He began to cry, and Sharon, filled with years of pent-up emotion, told him that she never loved him, had never loved him, and never would. It was a moment of truth that shattered something inside him. From that day forward, he never hit any of them again. Even with these painful experiences, Sharon still found solace in her studies. School was both a refuge and a battlefield. Academically, she soared, but socially, she felt like an outsider. She was often teased for her intelligence, called names like know-it-all and weird by her peers. To make matters worse, She didn't consider herself conventionally attractive and often described herself as awkward. While other girls were focused on their looks and dating, Sharon buried herself in studies, dreaming of a life beyond her small town. At just 15 years old, she graduated from Seegertown High School in an accelerated program and accepted a scholarship to Edinburgh University of Pennsylvania. It was an incredible achievement, but it came with its own struggles. Being younger than her classmates, she once again found herself feeling out of place, describing herself as a nerdy, ugly duckling. She pursued creative writing and fine arts, but despite her love for learning, she couldn't shake the feeling that she was meant for something else. In addition to the challenges Sharon faced at home and school, her childhood was also marked by a traumatic accident. At the age of 14, while attempting to break a horse, the animal bucked and charged toward a clothesline, causing a severe neck injury. The incident left her with lasting physical pain, serving as yet another reminder of how fragile and unpredictable life could be. It also deepened her sense of isolation and vulnerability during her formative years. As she navigated through her teenage years, Sharon began to feel trapped. She longed for escape from Meadville, from the small-town expectations, and from the struggles of her childhood. She wanted more than a life of financial hardship, more than being the odd one out. She dreamed of something bigger, but at the time, she had no idea where that dream would take her. But how did a quiet, bookish girl from Meadville find her way to Hollywood's spotlight? Come with us to know. Breaking into Hollywood, everything shifted when, on a whim, Sharon entered a local beauty pageant. Encouraged by friends and family who saw a spark in her that she often overlooked, she hesitantly stepped into a world she never imagined for herself. To her surprise, she won. That moment was more than just a title. It was the first time she felt truly seen. The victory led her to bigger opportunities, and soon she was offered a chance to model in New York. With little more than a suitcase and a heart full of ambition, she left Meadville behind, ready to carve out a new destiny, one that would take her far from the struggles of her early life and into a world where she could finally shine. Upon arriving in the bustling metropolis of New York City, Sharon was immediately struck by the city's relentless energy. The towering skyscrapers, the cacophony of traffic, and the sea of diverse faces were a far cry from the quiet streets of Meadville. She had traded the familiar for the unknown, and the transition was both exciting and overwhelming. Sharon's early days in the industry were filled with casting calls and auditions. The modeling world was tough, and rejection became something she had to face often. But instead of giving up, each setback made her more determined. She spent hours improving her walk, perfecting her poses, and studying the fashion world. Her hard work finally paid off when the well-known Ford modeling agency noticed her. Signing with them was a big moment. It gave her access to top modeling jobs and placed her in the spotlight of New York's fashion scene. As she appeared in famous magazines and big advertising campaigns, Sharon's confidence grew. But even with all the glamour, something felt missing. Modeling was exciting, but it didn't feel like enough. She wanted to do more than just pose for pictures. She longed for something deeper, a way to express emotions and tell meaningful stories. That's when she started thinking about acting. The idea of playing different roles, exploring new stories, and connecting with audiences on an emotional level fascinated her. With her usual determination, she decided to make a change. She started taking acting classes, learning about the craft, and understanding what it took to be a great performer. Moving from modeling to acting wasn't easy. The film industry had its own challenges, and getting noticed was tough. In the beginning, she landed only small roles, often just as a background character. Her first appearance was as an extra in Woody Allen's Stardust Memories in 1980. It was a tiny role, but it gave her a glimpse into the world of movies. Later, she got roles in films like Deadly Blessing in 1981 and Irreconcilable Differences in 1984, which gave her more experience, even though they didn't make her famous right away. Even with a slow start, Sharon never gave up. She saw every small role as a chance to improve. She watched experienced actors, listened to feedback, and kept working hard to get better. Her dedication started to pay off, and soon she was getting bigger roles that allowed her to show her true talent. Her big break came when she played Catherine Trammell in Basic Instinct in 1992. The role was bold, mysterious, and required a performance full of confidence and depth. Sharon's acting was unforgettable. She completely owned the character and captured the attention of both audiences and critics. The movie's huge success changed everything, turning her from a struggling actress into a major Hollywood star.
Listen, lady, we can do this downtown if you want.
So read me my rights and arrest me, and then I'll go downtown. Otherwise, get the fuck out of here.
Looking back, Sharon's rise to fame was a result of her persistence, adaptability, and strong belief in herself. From her small hometown of Meadville to the bright lights of Hollywood, she faced every challenge with determination and never lost sight of her dreams. In the end, her hard work paid off, making her one of the most recognized actresses in the world. As her career reached new heights, did her love life follow the same path? Let us take you through her journey of romance and heartbreak. Sharon Stone's romantic journey. After establishing herself as a prominent figure in Hollywood, Sharon Stone's personal life, particularly her romantic relationships, garnered significant public attention. Her journey through love has been marked by high-profile romances, marriages, and heartaches, each contributing to the person she is today. In 1984, Sharon married television producer Michael Greenberg. The two met on the set of The Vegas Strip War, where their professional collaboration blossomed into a romantic relationship. For a time, their marriage seemed promising, but as Sharon's career soared, maintaining a balance between work and personal life became difficult, and this led to their separation in 1987 and an eventual divorce. This early experience with marriage taught Sharon about the complexities of balancing personal and professional commitments. As Sharon's star continued to rise, so did interest in her relationships. The 1980s were a whirlwind of high-profile romances. In 1992, she briefly dated country singer and actor Dwight Yoakam, capturing media headlines. That same year, she entered a serious relationship with producer William J. McDonald. Their connection was strong, leading to an engagement, but their love story was not meant to last. In 1994, they parted ways, proving that even the most passionate romances can unravel when faced with the realities of life in the spotlight. Then came one of her most significant relationships. In 1998, Sharon married journalist Phil Bronstein, a respected executive editor of the San Francisco Examiner. Their love seemed stable and filled with promise. 2 years into their marriage, they took a major step in building a family together by adopting a son, Rowan Joseph Bronstein. But even this seemingly solid union faced struggles behind closed doors. Over time, differences grew between them, and by 2004, their marriage ended in divorce. What followed was an emotional and highly publicized custody battle over Rowan. The experience was heartbreaking for Sharon, leaving her devastated but also strengthening her resolve as a mother. After her divorce, Sharon continued searching for meaningful connections. Over the years, she was linked to several notable figures. Between 2014 and 2016, she was in a relationship with actor David DeLuise. Then, in 2018, she sparked romance rumors with Italian real estate mogul Angelo Boffa. These relationships brought happiness for a while, but, like many of her past loves, they eventually came to an end. Through all the ups and downs, Sharon has shown remarkable resilience. She has loved deeply, faced heartbreak with grace, and learned valuable lessons along the way. Her experiences mirror the universal journey of love, filled with excitement, disappointment, and self-discovery. Each chapter in her romantic history has shaped her perspective on relationships, teaching her the importance of self-worth and emotional strength. In spite of the heartbreaks, Sharon remains open to love. She has never let past disappointments make her bitter. Instead, she continues to believe in the beauty of connection and companionship. Her journey through romance is a testament to her enduring optimism, proving that love, no matter how complicated, remains one of life's most defining experiences. She navigated the highs and lows of love. But what happens when the greatest challenge isn't heartbreak, but survival itself? Let us tell you, surviving against the odds. Just as Sharon Stone was embracing the joys of motherhood and personal growth, an unexpected and life-threatening event turned her world upside down. In 2001, at the pinnacle of her career, Sharon suffered a severe stroke caused by a brain hemorrhage that lasted 9 days. Doctors gave her a mere 1% chance of survival. The stroke's impact was profound. Sharon experienced significant physical impairments, including loss of feeling in her left leg, vision problems, and speech difficulties such as aphasia and stuttering. She had to relearn basic skills like walking, talking, and writing. The recovery process was long and arduous, taking years of hard work and determination. Beyond the physical challenges, the stroke had profound effects on Sharon's personal and professional life. She found herself at the back of the line in Hollywood, struggling to find work and facing financial difficulties. The stroke also led to a custody battle over her son, adding to her emotional burden. In spite of these immense challenges, Sharon's resilience shone through. She dedicated herself to her recovery, embracing the hard work required to regain her abilities. Her journey is a testament to her strength and determination, inspiring others facing similar struggles. Now, Sharon Stone stands as a symbol of perseverance. Her experience underscores the importance of recognizing stroke symptoms and seeking immediate medical attention. She emphasizes that with determination and support, recovery is possible, and life can be fulfilling after such a life-altering event. Emerging from the battle for her life, how did Sharon Stone turn her struggles into a force for global change? Let's uncover the answer. Beyond the spotlight. After overcoming a life-threatening stroke, Sharon Stone channeled her energy into activism and philanthropy, becoming a passionate advocate for women's rights, health awareness, and humanitarian efforts. In 1991, after her sister Kelly's severe leg injury, Sharon co-founded Planet Hope, a foundation supporting homeless children through diverse aid programs. She has also been a tireless advocate for HIV/AIDS awareness, raising significant funds for research. In 2005, she received the Harvard Foundation's Humanitarian Award for her contributions to AIDS awareness. That same year, she traveled to Israel, holding a press conference with Nobel Peace Prize winner Shimon Peres, whom she called her mentor, showing her commitment to peace. Her philanthropy extends to education in Africa. In 2015, as the guest of honor at the Pelosio Building Peace Award in Milan, she initiated an impromptu auction raising pledges to build 28 schools. Sharon's activism also supports LGBTQ+ rights, disaster relief, and animal welfare, reflecting her deep compassion and drive for change. In recognition of her extensive humanitarian work, she received the Peace Summit Award in 2013 for her dedication to HIV/AIDS advocacy and broader philanthropy. Through her efforts, Sharon Stone has shown that her influence extends far beyond the silver screen, inspiring many to make a difference. She's made a powerful impact on the world, but when it comes to love, did she find the same success? Let us tell you all about it. Sharon Stone confirms the rumors about dating. Sharon Stone has never shied away from speaking her mind. And when it comes to modern dating, she's as candid as ever. The Hollywood icon has openly shared her experiences with online dating, exposing its absurdities and surprises. From fake profiles to the struggle of finding genuine connections, she has seen it all. In a 2024 interview with The Times, Stone revealed the rampant misrepresentation she encountered, recalling one particularly shocking experience with a man who looked nothing like his photos. Despite such encounters, she remains committed to authenticity. "I go on as myself. It's not like I can fake it," she said, emphasizing the importance of honesty in relationships. Her dating app journey took a bizarre turn in 2019 when Bumble temporarily banned her account. Users assumed it was fake, leading her to call out the platform on social media. "I went on @Bumble, and they closed my account. Some users reported it couldn't possibly be me. Hey, @Bumble, is being me exclusionary?" she tweeted. The post went viral, prompting Bumble to reinstate her profile and apologize. The incident highlighted the unique challenges celebrities face when engaging in everyday activities like dating. Unlike many who use dating apps for casual encounters, Stone has always sought deeper connections. She has been vocal about her disinterest in surface-level interactions, once remarking, "I didn't want to just go on Tinder and fuck somebody. It's not hard." Her perspective on modern dating is refreshing, especially in a time when quick, fleeting interactions are common. After years of navigating romance, Stone has decided she's perfectly happy on her own. In a 2020 appearance on The Drew Barrymore Show, she declared, "I'm done dating. I've had it with dating. I just find people to be insincere and not worth my time." Instead, she chooses to focus on self-growth, motherhood, and meaningful relationships with friends. Her candid take on dating has resonated with many who feel disillusioned by modern romance. In an era dominated by filters and facades, her honesty is refreshing. Stone's journey serves as both a cautionary tale and an inspiration, proving that love isn't just about finding the right person. It's about valuing oneself enough to not settle for anything less than true connection. Thanks for watching. If this story about Sharon Stone and her shocking confirmation of the rumors caught your interest, be sure to like and share your thoughts below. What do you think of her revelation? Don't forget to click on the cards for more captivating stories.